Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, I want to do an op-ed piece here as it relates to the race issue in this country. It is my personal belief, based upon all my life experiences, observations, reading, and paying attention, that we might still have a race issue in certain small pockets and corridors of this country. However, the strides of which we have made are obviously evident. For example, we elected Barack Obama as president of the United States. And he got elected because of white voters voting. And I can go through the rest of the laundry list about where there are blacks in high station and office. And I just want to say that I will never understand. And the politics of the race issue, keep it alive and keep it stoked. And it's purely for political purposes. I mean, that's what it is. And let me follow up on that. First and foremost, it drives me absolutely crazy. And I don't understand it. The Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter debate. I understand the people that say Black Lives Matter who are saying that because they're wanting to say, hey, Black Lives Matter. It's my opinion that there is nothing more divisive and racist when they say that. Racism is basically using race or claiming race or as that you are being adversely affected by it. So you're being harmed by your race. That's what it is. Race and hate. I'm being harmed. When someone says Black Lives Matter, they say, well, they're just saying Black Lives Matter. Well, it's an insult. I'm sorry to people like me, and I think 99% of the world that thinks all lives matter. And it cracks me up how black racism grabs the attention all the time in the news media and everywhere else, where the other racism, Asian, Hispanic, doesn't grab the attention. I scratch my head. And then I think about all lives matter. I think about the same people that advocate that, who are pro-abortion. You got to scratch your head on that too. And I just personally think that the Black Lives Matter movement does more to harm their cause than anything else that they do, because it makes everybody else upset. It makes everybody else upset. And I'm also tired of this love message and everything else, because if somebody's throwing bricks at you all day long and telling you how we're awful because we support Trump and we're awful because of this, that's not love. I'm going to tell you a philosophy of life. You will never get respect if you don't give respect. I don't know anybody in my world that respects me, and if they don't respect me, I don't respect them, and vice versa. Respect is mutual. So Black Lives Matter cannot get respect from white America until there's mutual respect. All blacks should be advocating all lives matter, and that includes us. That's the whole way they should say it. The problem is Obama, Hillary, Joe Biden, you got to be a dumbass not to see that race is used as a political force. They want racism. They want division. They do not want unification. So acting like that's going to happen, you are full of crap. They don't want it. To prove it, 99.9% of Americans felt bad for what happened to George Floyd. And they're still shoving it down our throats politically And by the way, I made those comments on purpose. Come on. 3 official funerals, all televised, all the stuff that's going on. I mean, good golly. I mean, I feel bad. I mean, and why you look at all the blacks shot and killed by Chicagoans, whites killed by cops, whoever the situation is. But this is their political. Oh, we got something that we can use. We can drive this wedge. And white guilt, it cracks me up how everybody folds. I've gone through the list. The media, everybody else. It's like, well, what's your position? They can, there'd be being calls for me to be fired for my video posts if they could. Sorry, assholes. You can't fire me. I got more to say about this. The police debate. I mean, it is the absurdity of defunding police departments and, I mean, not having police. And they think that everybody's going to say kumbaya. What they really want to do, and I already mentioned this yesterday, so I'm not going to belabor the point, they want to get away with crime. If you don't think that there's a large segment of society that would love there not to be police so they can get away with doing crime, you're crazy. They do. They do. White privilege. You know what? I can't help I was born white. Everybody's white. None of us choose life. We're born. They didn't choose their blackness. We don't choose our whiteness. And if you're a white human being who treats everybody the right way, content of their character, not color of their skin, I'm sorry. I don't owe you a damn thing. I don't owe you an apology. I don't owe you a damn thing. I can't help that I'm white. I can't help how I treat other people. And if I treat other people right, that's all that should be expected of me. I don't owe you a damn thing. And you don't owe me anything. So they make racism, when they say white privilege, they're peddling racism. White racism. However you want to call it. People who are white can't freaking help it. Remember what I told you? They want to reverse it all. That blacks are 13% of the population and their leadership wants to take over. And it cracks me up how all the white guilt, they fall for it. Well, they're born black, so I have to do something about this. I got to do something about this. Look at Andy Beshear's stupid announcement. Blacks should get health insurance. Now, I want to tell you, and I've been preaching this, and I know I'm right. The problem in America, there will always be a problem in America, is poor and the battle between the poor and the rich. Because rich do have privilege. And guess what? There's black people with privilege. LeBron James has rich privilege. I crack up when people like LeBron James and others, rich black guys, jump into this debate. Really? Really? You got rich privilege. LeBron James. Oh, how about this? I think of things and I forget to say them on my videos. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama got zero street cred. None. Their whole growing up, their whole backgrounds, and when they were in the White House, were they going out to the hood? No. They were partying with Mick Jagger and Rolling Stones and everybody. They were partying. They were traveling, living it up. Privileged, rich people. Obama and Michelle Obama. I am blacker than Michelle and Barack Obama when it comes to street cred. I mean, I'm telling you, it cracks me up. It is a poor, rich issue. And by the way, that will always be there in any society. And I think the rich have an obligation to make sure that that spread of that middle class doesn't get worse. It should always be getting better. And I think Trump, because of the economic success, was doing that. Now, how does it make? I'm going to close with this. I feel so bad for poor white. I don't feel bad for upper middle class whites or upper middle class blacks. But I think about when Beshear comes out and says, I want to make sure all blacks have health insurance. How the hell does that make a poor white person? Do you know who ought to band together politically? All the poor, black and white. The poor and black, the poor blacks, poor whites, poor Hispanics, poor Chinese, poor Asian, poor whatever. The poor ought to form a party. The poor ought to form a party. It isn't led by the Democrats. I can tell you that right now. They don't care about you. Black poor, white poor, Hispanic poor have commonality. And I will go ahead and say this. I don't think there should be racism of any kind. Not black racism, white racism, anybody. And I think it's shameful how poor whites always get left out of the equation. Because they're not black. The black issue just grabs society, grabs the media, grabs Hollywood, grabs everybody. Where are these people championing the rights of poor whites, Hispanics, and everybody else? Because that's the issue. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. There's some hard truths and my opinions about this issue.